Guys, welcome to Tar Series 7. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the DC Comics Multiverse 1989 Michael Keaton Batman figure. So, really blessed. I picked this up today at my local toy store for $15, and I just can't believe it. I mean, I have really loved this figure ever since I saw it. I saw it at Toys R Us once when I was a kid, and I didn't pick it up, and I never saw it again. I found the Devito Penguin in 2015 along with the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, but I had never seen this Batman again. I'd been looking for him. I tried buying him online, but he's super expensive online. And yeah, I really never thought I would own this particular version of Batman. I was really excited when they announced the DC Originals one for the Multiverse series, although it doesn't really actually look that much like Michael Keaton. This one obviously does, as it's clearly inspired by that, but yeah, I'm just so happy, so blessed to really finally have this guy, and yeah, it just feels awesome. And you know, Mattel is losing the license this year to DC Multiverse, and I remember when DC Multiverse was in this scale, and I always loved it in this scale. I actually thought this was the perfect scale. I think when they moved to 6" is when they really started going into problems, but nonetheless, I'm really happy to be reviewing this, and yeah, let's get on to it. So over here we have the 1989 Batman movie logo. I love that. We have the highly detailed and authentic adult collector back there, DC Comics Multiverse, an awesome shot of Michael Keaton as Batman, then we have Batman's names written there, and then we got a nice clear view of him there, and then on the back of the box, we have this really cool artwork of Batman. Well, actually, it's a picture, the same picture, and we have Batman, basically, you know, what he does, who he is, all that stuff, and then we have a bio on the Multiverse line, which I always like when the old figures included this. We got the logo again, and then you can see the other characters available in this first wave, that being Mr. Freeze, General Zod, and the variant Batman en masse. So yeah, let's open this up. So here we have the Dark Knight, and man, he just looks so awesome out of package. I really love this. Oh man, this is gonna be so cool. So yeah, I love the helmet. I really like how they did it, and it looks pretty good. I just think it looks like Michael Keaton for the most part. Say on this scale, and with his helmet, it's not that easy to do a likeness, so it might not be considered that good, but I think for what it is, for the size, and even the fact like you really can't tell that well the person's face with a mask on or a cowl, I do think it looks good. I also like the little details, kind of like the eyebrows, kind of along the ears, they look nice. The bat symbol looking very good there. It's the yellow and black, and it's got all the wings and everything done very nicely. Then you have the cape. I always loved this movie, how the cape went over his shoulders and how the cowl went on top of the cape. I always thought that was so cool, and they have replicated that so nicely on this. I know the new 6" version of this, which is kind of like the Michael Keaton one, but also kind of like a comic book one, it doesn't have that feature with the cape, which kind of bothers me, so I really love that this one does have that. And then you got the kind of chest plate there, and everything, all the molded details look very nice. Then which is really cool. It's got the little lines and the little square with a circle in it. Looks very cool. And then you have the legs, which also look good. I really do like that. And then you got the gloves, or the arms, gauntlets. They look very nice as well. They do feature the bat wings on them, which look really cool. And then lastly, on the knees, you can kind of see his armor there. And the cape, a look from the back, the cape is that lettery material where it feels like a letter on one side. I absolutely love that material. I have always loved that material. And it always bothered me when DC went to 6" figures and they cut that material out because, you know, the letter cape, it made it feel real. It was really nice. So I love that these 4" figures have it. And they did bring the letter capes back. I think they brought them back for Justice League, and I know the Batman, Forever Batman from the DC Multiverse signature had it, but I think pretty much every other version of Batman has had like a cloth or a rubber cape or rubbery plastic, so I really do appreciate that. And in terms of articulation, you have 360 at the head, you can buck up and down. You do have rotation at the arms, and they do swing out the shoulder, but it is hindered a little bit by the cape. You have bendability at the elbow, and 360 at the wrist, 360 at the torso. The legs come forwards and backwards and outwards. 360 at the thigh, and a bendability at the knee. So in terms of articulation, it is pretty good. You do have to remember that with the 4" figures, they're not always that articulate because of their size and everything, so that's a little bit why. But yeah, I don't really mind. I think for this scale, it's a really good amount of articulation. As for accessories, you get his grapnel gun, which looks really good. And I've always loved the Keaton movies. I recently rewatched them. I always thought they were really good, and it's got some nice little details there. Very accurate to what we see in the movie. And it's got the little gold grapnel on the end, but I really, really like that. And it fits his hand well. And I will say, too, I am actually surprised at how well this thing is standing, because usually 4-inch figures, they're impossible to get them to stand. So this thing does stand really, really well. But yeah, I love the gun. It's very cool. And really quickly, let's have a comparison. So here is the Michael Keaton Batman with the Danny DeVito Penguin. I got the Penguin, like I mentioned at the start of this, in 2015. I always wanted to complete him, but on eBay, like, it's super expensive for Batman. He's just really hard to find in store, too, so really, really glad I found this. Really glad I was able to complete this set. And then here is Catwoman as well. And, yeah, they look really good together. Definitely a lot of Batman Returns vibes going on. And I always loved how Multiverse did the old movies. I loved the old movies as a kid. And, you know, because the movies came out in, like, the 90s, and I was growing up in the early 2000s, there wasn't a lot of toys available for them. So, very cool that Mattel made these. And, yeah, they just look great together. Definitely something I'm really happy that I was able to pick up for the 80th anniversary of Batman. It's a really good figure. They're all really good. And I really wish Mattel had continued this with their 6-inch, like, doing movies and stuff. I know they did it for Signature. But aside from that, I think it's pretty awesome. Very cool. And really happy and blessed to finally own this guy. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.